After the age of 70, something profound begins to happen inside a human being. Something society rarely talks about and even more rarely understands, because it cannot be measured by productivity, popularity, or social noise. It is a quiet internal shift, a gentle movement away from the outer world and toward the inner one. And many people misunderstand this change and label it loneliness or withdrawal, when in reality, it is wisdom beginning to speak. Because after 70, you no longer chase people, you no longer chase approval, and you no longer confuse quantity with meaning. This is not a loss. This is a return to what truly matters, to what is real, and to what brings peace. And yet, many seniors feel guilty about this change. They ask themselves why their circle has become smaller, why phone calls feel heavy, why gatherings feel exhausting, and they quietly wonder if something is wrong with them. But the truth no one talks about is this: you do not need many friends after 70 to live a full and beautiful life. In fact, in many cases, fewer connections bring more clarity, more calm, and more emotional stability than a crowded social calendar ever could. When you are young, your energy feels endless. You can listen to everyone's problems, attend every gathering, tolerate drama, noise, competition, and emotional imbalance. But after 70, your energy becomes precious, not weak, not fragile, but valuable. And wisdom teaches you to protect what is valuable. You finally understand that every conversation costs energy. Every relationship requires emotional currency, and not everyone deserves access to your inner peace. So you begin to choose carefully. You stop explaining yourself. You stop attending out of obligation, and you stop maintaining relationships that drain more than they give. This is not selfishness. This is self-respect. Because peace is not found in crowds. It is found in alignment. And many seniors notice that when they step back from unnecessary social pressure, their sleep improves, their stress levels lower, their health stabilizes, and their mind feels clearer. The nervous system finally gets the rest it has needed for years. And science confirms what ancient wisdom already knew. Calm emotional states support heart health, immunity, and longevity. So when you reduce your circle, you are not isolating yourself. You are caring for your life force. As the years pass, your values evolve. Not because you become less social, but because you become more honest. And honesty no longer tolerates shallow conversation, gossip, comparison, or emotional games. Friendships that once felt exciting now feel empty. And this can be painful at first, because letting go always carries a quiet grief. But what replaces it is something deeper, something truer. After 70, you begin to seek meaning over stimulation, truth over entertainment, and sincerity over performance. And when values shift, relationships must either evolve or fall away. This is natural, not tragic, because you are no longer interested in being surrounded by many people. You are interested in being understood by a few, or sometimes by none, and being content with that. And contentment is the highest form of wealth. If you find yourself with only one close friend, or just family, or even mostly alone, yet you feel calm, grounded, and whole, then nothing is missing. You have simply arrived at emotional maturity. One of the greatest gifts of aging is emotional independence, a state younger people rarely experience because it cannot be forced or learned from books. It is earned through decades of living, loss, mistakes, forgiveness, and self-reflection. After 70, you stop needing others to confirm your worth. You no longer need applause, agreement, or validation. You know who you are because life has tested you. And when you are comfortable with yourself, you do not fear solitude. You use it. You enjoy it. You learn from it. A person who can sit peacefully alone has mastered something powerful. Because loneliness is not the absence of people, it is the absence of connection. And connection can exist within yourself, within nature, within faith, within silence. Many seniors discover that their richest conversations happen not with others, but with their own thoughts, memories, and inner wisdom. And this is not withdrawal from life. It is intimacy with life. By the time you reach 70, you have lived through many seasons. Friendships tied to work life, parenting years, social ambition, survival, and responsibility. Not all friendships are meant to follow us through every chapter. People meet us where we are, not where we are going. And as you change, your circle naturally changes. What remains is not quantity, but quality. Perhaps one or two people who truly see you, who respect your pace, your silence, and your boundaries. And this small circle is more than enough. It protects your peace, reduces disappointment, and allows space for spiritual and emotional growth. A small garden is easier to care for than a wild forest, and it often bears sweeter fruit. Depth requires space, and space requires simplicity. The happiest seniors are often not the busiest ones, but the most centered ones. Those who develop quiet routines that nourish the soul, morning walks that connect them to the rhythm of the earth, reading that feeds the mind, prayer or meditation that anchors the spirit, hobbies that bring gentle joy, and moments of reflection that allow life to settle softly inside them. These practices offer fulfillment no social gathering can replace, because they build a relationship with yourself. And when you enjoy your own presence, you stop chasing external company, not because you are lonely, but because you are complete. So do you need many friends after 70? The honest answer is no. What you need is peace, clarity, dignity, and purpose. If friendships support that, welcome them. If they disturb it, release them without guilt. You have earned the right to choose quality over quantity, depth over noise, and truth over performance. This stage of life is not about collecting people. It is about collecting wisdom, moments of stillness, gratitude, and self-standing strength. If you have one or two souls who walk gently beside you, treasure them deeply. And if you mostly walk alone, walk proudly, because solitude chosen is not loneliness, it is freedom. This is the truth no one talks about. After 70, your life is no longer meant to be crowded. It is meant to be clear, and clarity is rare, and clarity is beautiful. If this message resonates with your heart, know that you are not alone in feeling this way. You are simply listening to wisdom. And if you value calm insight, inner strength, and truth spoken softly, welcome to True Life Wisdom, a place where we honor the quiet power of aging and walk this path together with dignity, awareness, and peace.